Hello everyone and welcome back. This video will cover a certain aspect related to the extrusion on different planes. Like for example, look at this shape here. This is what we would like to accomplish for today. And if you look at from different angle, you'll see that different extrusion at different planes. And to do that actually is it looks like maybe a complicated one, but actually it's easy if you follow the procedure and you have a plan from the beginning to start how you're gonna start. So if you look at this one here, actually is if you look at the front view, okay, so you can see that here I start with the base, and then maybe I will build this shape here. So I will use this rib instead of do it as a rib. I will do it as a what? As an extrusion. You sketch, you extrude it. Once you extrude it, then you create a plane which is 30 degrees with the horizontal plane. So then you can lock yourself to the plane and start making this extrusion. Now, after you got that, then you're gonna lock yourself to this plane here, and then you draw the sketch, and then you extrude in this direction. Now what's left now is how you're going to do the two ribs here to the side, the other side here. Just what you look carefully here. Let me look at the right side view. Yeah, like as you can see, I connect the rib, I make it to go inside a little bit, like maybe 1 or 2 millimeter. Why I'm doing that? Because really it will not flush with the surface here because it's coming with an angle. Okay, here just this to create this one, because actually this is how you're gonna you need to follow the machine shop, the requirement and so on. So this actually is just you need to go a little bit, so this way can be machined the right way. The other way just is gonna be too much and it wouldn't look good. So without a further ado, let me go to the solid. Before I go to solid edge, now let me look at the draft sheet as I explain it. Okay, so here is the draft sheet, and here is the front view, the top view, and the side view, and here is the isometric. But also you can do also something called auxiliary view. The main objective of the auxiliary view is just if you are making extrusion in a certain angle on a plane with a certain angle, to give you the actual dimension you used for creating this shape. So this is why we took a auxiliary view perpendicular to the surface here, or parallel to the surface here, and then we take another auxiliary view which is AA, and then we took another auxiliary view BB, so which will be parallel to this or perpendicular to the surface here in this one here, so I can create the other shape here. So this is why I can get the actual dimension of the sketch and the actual dimension of the other sketch, so I can draw it to the dimension. And this is what you will be given to the machine shop and so on. So let's go to solid edge and start our session. Okay, I'm in solid edge. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with rectangle by center, and the dimensions are 4 by 3. So I'm gonna put the width is what, 4, enter, and the other one is 3, enter, enter. Now I'm gonna lock myself to the plane, to the top plane. Actually, the reason I'm locking myself so I can I can use the quick trim, but actually in this particular video I will not use that much. But anyway, I consider it like it's a good practice. You can start doing it just as in every lab. I always do that just to create to be in this, if I need it, then it becomes very quick and helpful. So I'm gonna lock myself to this plane, the top plane. So I locked myself. How do I know that I was locked? I see F3. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the top plane. Now in the top plane, now I don't need to have all these planes available. So I'm gonna go just get rid of this and get this one. So what I'm gonna do is just click here in the center. So I have the first shape. Okay, the rectangle. Now the next step, I need to make the angle, the fillet. So I'm gonna click on this line and then the other line. I will create this one, which is 0.315. Enter. Now on the next step is just, I don't need to input these dimensions. All what I need, just I go to the corner itself, and then I'm going on the corner, and they click on the corner, and they click on the corner. Okay. Now the next I need to do that the circle by center. So I'm going to click on circle by center, and the next one, the diameter is 0.315 again. So remember this number, 0.315, so we're going to use it a lot. Okay, highlight the curve, so this way you can see the center to make it available. So I'm going to click on the center of the curve. So I got the first one, highlight the curve, see the center, concentric, click, highlight the curve, see the center, click concentric, and highlight the curve, click on the concentric. So now I created the shape, the first shape. Now what I'm going to do is just I'm going to go to home and do the extrusion. So I'm just click on it. Just I'm going to need to go down. Okay, how much? Again, 0.315. Okay. So I go down 0.315. Now the next step is, note something here. When you do the extrusion, you are not locked anymore to the surface. So now I'm going to go to the front view, and I'm going to reduce a little bit, and I'm going to bring what the front view plane. So the front view plane, where it is. Okay, so now let's go make it as an angle. Okay, here it is. So you see the line here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to front. Oops, okay, again. Okay, so just tilt it a little bit. When you tilt it a little bit, means that you are locked to the front view. Now, when I'm looking to the front view, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the one of the drawer tools. So I'm gonna use the line. Okay, now go to the front view. Click on F3. When you highlight the border of the front view, click on F3, means that I am locked. How do you know? You see the F3. You can lock by just moving the mouse and just click on it on the F3, or just when you highlight the plane, you just click the F3 in your keyboard. Okay, so now I'm locked to the F3 here, and now I'm gonna do just, I'm gonna put a line here, start with the line. Okay, so the line at the corner here. Maybe I need to zoom a little bit. Okay, let me see. Okay, here is the line. Go to the corner here. And I'm gonna go up. Just I'm gonna put any dimension right now. Okay. Okay, now let me correct the dimension. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna move it a little bit to the side here. Okay, I need the distance. Okay, I'm gonna click on the dimension X, and I'm gonna move it from the way. So I need the dimension, the X dimension. So I need this one horizontal vertical. So I'm gonna go to at the tip here, to the other tip here, and this, I need this one to be 0.7. So I'm gonna make it 0.7. Oh, I don't want it this. Okay, let me see. Just nope. It seems I was not locked. Okay, this means that I was not originally locked. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna get rid of that. I didn't put it right. So how to put it right? Okay, let me go back again. Okay, you know I'm locked. Okay, I need to lock. I'm gonna click on one of the drawer element. Go to the front view, lock yourself. Click on the F8. So I'm locked. Now, if I touch any point here, this will be the point. So I need to get the line. So I can click here in the middle here. So I'm locked here. So it was drawn from here. So, and this is a feature point. Feature point means what? It's gonna stay there. It wouldn't move if I want to change the dimension. So I'm gonna just click here. Now I can change now to go to the front view and do the dimension the way I want. So now, okay, so let me get the dimension X, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so I need from the tip here to the corner here, and this should be 0.7, 7, enter. See, stay. And the other one is again, okay, and the other one, let me get it again. From the tip here to the other tip here, I need to get the vertical to be how much? 2.75. 2.75. Enter. Very good. So I maintain the relationship that I need to draw that. The next step is to draw a line with a 30-degree angle. So I'm going to get the line. Don't forget, I'm still locked. So I'm going to go to the tip here. I'm going to draw. This line is 3 inches, so I'm going to put 3. And then the angle is 30 degrees. So I'm going to put 30 degrees for the angle. Okay, so now the next step is just again, I'm going to go back here and click. And then click to the other edge here. So I created the shape. So let me make sure that before I move forward, always try to check once you finish with a certain process to make sure that before you complicate the shape, that so you can fix it on the way. So we got the same here. It was locked to the front plane. All what I need to do now is to do extrusion, and I'm going to do symmetry. So I'm going to click on the symmetry. I needed this is positive, add, and the face. I'm going to click on this face, right click. So now I'm going to need to have what? 0.3315. Enter. So I got the, actually this is, we call it the rib that for the front, look at it on the front plane. Okay, now the next step, I need to draw the sketch here. So the way, okay, now so the next step is what? Again, don't forget that when we drew the extrusion, the locking will disappear. I'm not locked anymore. So now I need to lock myself to another plane. What is the plane I need to lock myself? You see this plane here on the top here? So let me do this. Let me zoom to it so I can see it better. Okay. So I'm going to zoom like this. That's good enough. Okay. So let me move it up. I say, okay. I want lock myself, so I'm going to say rectangle by center. You choose one of the draw tool and then highlight the surface here. Yeah, you see this one? Not the other one. This is the, okay, so now, okay, let me see. Now when I see that the surface highlighted, so I'm going to click on this surface. Means I'm locked to this surface. Now I can go back to the side view, or let me go to the side view. So I'm going to make it like this. Okay, so it is the left view. Okay, so I'm going to click on the left. Okay, I'm going to move it down a little bit to help myself. And I'm going to tilt it in a way that I can see it like the way it should be perpendicular, which is 30 degrees. That's okay. But so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try my best because I don't see anything. But all what I know that it should fit exactly on the place here. So what are the dimensions of the top plane that I need to extrude? It is 1.8 by 0.31. So I'm going to say, okay, So So the first, where is that tool? I didn't. Okay, I need to go to first to rectangle by center. Here is a rectangle by center. The width is, don't forget that it is oriented differently. So I'm going to put the width is 3, and the thickness and the height is what? 1.8. 1.8. Enter. So 3 by 1.8. Let me choose. Okay, yes, that's correct. So now, how I'm going to locate this one exactly in the middle here? So, okay, highlight the center here and highlight the center here. Now I'm going to move horizontal till all they meet together. When they meet together, I will click. Okay, this should be exactly at the location. Okay, what? Okay, it seems like maybe I didn't put it exactly on the right plane, so it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is I need to move it a little. Let me put the dimension first so I can lock myself. Okay, so now the dimension for this one is what? Is the 3, and the dimension of this one is the 1.8. Okay, that's good. Now let me zoom. Okay, let me go to the front view here. Okay, now I'm gonna tilt it a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna zoom to this location, any one location. So let me zoom to this location here. Now I see there is a difference in the dimension. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and I'm locked to that plane here. So what I was gonna say is I'm gonna just rotate it a little bit. Actually, it looks to me that it is correct. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now I need to tilt it a little. Okay, here it is. I need to tilt it this way. It's okay, this way. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. Let me zoom more so I can see it better. Okay, there is a distance here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna say X, and I'm gonna make it 2 points, and from this location here to this location here. See, there is an error 0.017. I want to make it 0. Enter. So now it moved, and since I locked myself, so I got it exactly at the edge. And since I locked myself, let me just make it home here. And since I locked myself here, or the dimensions here, the dimension will not change. So it's going to move exactly and give me the correct dimension. Okay. So now I succeeded to make it good, and before, as I mentioned, before you go, now that is the time to save the whatever we did, because we made sure that everything works good. Okay. Now we are still locked to this plane. So what I'm going to do is just again, I'm going to do what? I'm going to do the curve, the fillet, and in the fillet here, I'm going to click on this one and the other one, and we're going to put what? 0.315. Enter. Very good. Then click on the corner, and click on the corner, and click on the corner. Now I'm going to zoom a little bit to this location so I can make also the other holes. Okay, get a circle by center, and the diameter is 0.315. Okay, and I'm gonna highlight the curve so you can see the center. I'm gonna click on the constant, highlight the curve, the center, click on the curve, yeah, highlight the curve, center, center, highlight the curve and go to the center and concentric. I was able to get that. Now, what is the next step? The next step is what? To do extrusion and lock the step. So I'm going to do extrusion. I'm going to extrude face, okay, plus, and what I'm going to, let me tilt it so I can see it better. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to do what I'm going to just do now. Okay, oh, okay, extrude, okay, plus face. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one, click on this one, click on this one. So I got all of them. Right click, and then I'm going to go, oh no, I need to change it to be only in one direction to the top. So I'm going to go up. How much? 0.315. And okay, just it seems like we are doing it. So we got the shape here, and all what we need before I complicate the shape, it's going to be, doesn't look easy for me to visualize it just before everything. So what I'm going to do, I need to draw the ribs to both sides. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am gonna look at this too from the left view. No, not the left. So let's go home again. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just rotate it. Okay, let me unlock myself, hide the front plane. Now I need to get what? The right plane. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight the right plane. So I'm gonna highlight the right plane. And what I'm going to choose one of the drawing tool, then go to this plane. When you see F3, click on F3. So it means that I was already locked. So any drawing is going to be exactly in the middle here. So now I'm going to rotate it so I can see that. Okay, so now rotate it also. How can I rotate it just to this way? Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Have the line. So now I'm going to go to the middle, exactly in the middle here. So I'm going to click here in the middle, and I'm sure that it's going to be in the same thing. So now here, as I say, you are in the middle. No, I'm going to go not in the middle. So I'm going to go inside a little bit. Maybe I need to zoom to see it better. Okay, so here is the line. I start from the center of the line here, the center of the thing, and then you go down here, not at the center, so I'm going to go inside a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so now I was able to get it. Now I know I'm positively knew that it is in the plane of the what? Here is in this plane here, the right plane. This is why I make sure that I locked myself. This is the advantage of locking yourself to the different planes. So when you do the drawing, it will match actually here. Okay. Now the next step, I will do the rib. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to click on thin wall, click on rib. I'm going to click on the line, the rib line, say OK. Then I choose the distance, which is 0.315. Still remember the last number we used in my practice. So I say OK, or you can change it. So I'm going to say OK, and it is done. So now I'm done with this rib here. Okay, so the advantage of making it inside is just to avoid these thing doesn't look good. Okay. So now the next step is I need to do the other side. So how the easiest way is just to use the mirror. So I'm going to highlight the rib. Okay, so I highlight the rib already here in the what? In this whatever the process. Okay, I highlight it. Once you highlight it, the pattern and the mirror will be highlighted in this area. So click on the mirror, and I need to click around what? So I need to get the front plane. So can I see the front plane? Okay. So I'm gonna click. Okay, I need to hide the right plane. I don't need this right plane anymore. So around what? Around the front plane. So I'm gonna click on this plane, and I got it. Okay, so now if you look carefully here to the other side, so let me escape so it finish. Okay, so this is why I got the other rib. So instead of drawing it, just one of them, so it looks symmetry and so on. So I succeeded to have what? The base done right. The next step is what? To lock myself to this plane here. So let me zoom. I'm going to zoom to this area. Let me look to rotate it a little bit. Okay. Okay, so how to zoom? Just I'm going to click circle by center. Get one of the tools. I'm going to go to this plane here. So this plane here, I'm going to click on F3. Means I locked to this plane. Now I'm going to go from the center. And okay, now let's put the value of the thing. The value is 1 inch. So I'm going to say 1 inch. Okay. Go from the center. And I'm going to go vertical. How you know it is vertical? From the dashed line. When you see the dashed line, I'm going to say click. So now we got this one in the same plane of the edge here. Now the other diameter is what? Is 0.75, 3/4 of an inch, 0.75. Enter. Yeah, highlight the circle, go to the center, concentric, click. So now I was able to get it concentric, and the next step, okay, I want to make sure, yeah, before you move forward, okay, you see here? It is in the plane exactly here. Okay, see with the plane of the other one. Okay, so now let's go back to come back here. I need to get out of this one. So now I need to get what? Get rectangle by center. I'm going to get rectangle by center. And this rectangle by center, I need the width is the same width here. So it's going to be what? A point. I'm going to say 0.315. Enter by 0.315. That's fine. 0.315. Enter. So I got this one. All what I need to do is just, I'm gonna, let me make it a little bit, which one is it? The width, okay, and the height is what? Okay, this is the right plane. Okay, so okay, let me do just increase this one. Let me increase this one. See which one is the one. So let's say 0.5 or 0.4. 0.4. Yeah, okay, that's good. So I'm gonna go here and click on the middle of the thing. When you click on the middle, so okay, now I need it. Okay, good. Okay, so everything on the same plane. So let me zoom so I can, and I'm locked to this plane, so I'm gonna zoom in a way that I can use the quick trim and get the shape I want. So here is trim. I'm gonna move it to get rid of this one, get rid of this one, get rid of this one, get rid of this one. Oh, okay, get rid of this one. Okay, do I want to get rid of this one? Does it get rid? No, okay, undo. Okay, so it seems like I need to get a line because I didn't put it exactly in the middle. That's okay. What I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go to a line here on this line. I'm gonna do a line horizontal here. Very good, right? Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the quick trim. I'm locked, so I can actually just move like this and move like this. So I got it, and let me get rid of this one. So I was able to do the shape. Okay, so what I need to do is just, I'm going to just tilt it a little bit so I can see what's going on. Then, okay, let's move it, okay. Go to extrude. I want it positive. Add. face. So I'm going to click on this face, right click, and move here. How much? We know the dimension. It's 3 inches. 3. Okay. So this way I created the top thing with an angle 30 degrees with the horizontal. Okay, so I was able to get this one here. Okay, now the next step is what? I'm gonna just reduce it a little bit. Okay, now I think we already unlocked from the plane because we did the extrusion. Now I know I need to create a plane actually in the middle of this shape here. So how I'm going to do that? So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to say create a plane parallel to this plane. You see this plane? I'm going to click. Now it tell me what I need to do. So I'm going to go inside. How much? Half of the distance. So 3 inch, half of it is 1.5. 1.5. Enter. So now I created a plane exactly in the middle of the shape. Okay, you see it is exactly in the middle. So what the next step is what? To lock myself to this plane. So I'm going to choose a line. Choose a line. Go highlight this plane here, the new plane. So I'm locked to this plane. You see F3. Now I'm going to do what? I'm going to just rotate it in a way I see it as if it is exactly perpendicular. Yes, that's going to be good. Okay, now I'm going to, that looks perpendicular. Okay, so I have the line. Let me move it a little bit to the center of the graph here. So let me get the line and the line at the corner here. And when I come here, I choose when I have what? Touching and tangent. So see the two symbols? I'm going to click. Right click to get out. Go to the other side. Get the corner. And move it when you say what? Tangent and touch. You see the two symbols? You click. So now I can. Now let's make sure that we got the right thing because I'm locked here. So I see that. Okay, it is the thing, everything is drawn on the same plane. So let's do the rib. So I'm gonna click on this thin wall, get rib, click on the rib, choose the first line here, say OK. It's gonna give me 0.315 or whatever you prefer. That's good. Say OK, and we can go either you can do it by symmetry or just you can go the other side and do the same thing. Go here, rib. I'm going to choose this line, say OK, and say OK. So now I was able to do the shape I want. As you can see, it looks like very simple now. I thought that's going to be a complicated thing. The only thing is just you need to have a plan. When you start your drawing, you need to have a plan. And the best plan is just to take it easy, simple by simple, and to make sure that we don't move from one position to another position unless you make sure that you already accomplished it right. This will end our session for today, and I hope that I would like first to thank you for watching, and I hope that you like the video. And please, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. See you soon on another video, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.